So, for additional input regarding Son Monk Kihwa's commentary on the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, he describes the meaning of enlightenment. He says, enlightenment has three implications. The first is innate enlightenment. The second is actualized enlightenment. The third is the enlightenment of the non-duality of innate and actualized enlightenment. Innate enlightenment is called greatness. Enlightening oneself is called curative, and enlightening others is called extensive. When the enlightenment of self and other are fulfilled, they return to the sameness of innate enlightenment. This is called perfect enlightenment. Why is innate enlightenment called great? If we discuss enlightenment in terms of its essence, then it is all-embracing, without limit. If we discuss it in terms of its attributes, then it includes a myriad virtuous characteristics. If we discuss it in terms of its function, then it manifests itself without limit. It flows out in purity with transparent penetration and spiritual permeation. In the sage, it becomes bodhi and becomes nirvana, yet nothing is added. In worldlings, it becomes affliction and becomes samsara, yet nothing is subtracted. It is like the bright moon in the sky that does not distinguish between pure and the impure, or the beautiful and the ugly, and that does not care about poverty and wealth, elevation or debasement. It equally enlightens all those who approach it. In this way, its mysterious essence embraces the entire cosmos, yet it is not large. It rests on the tip of a hair, yet it is not small. It includes both past and future, yet it is beginningless and endless. It pervades countless worlds without missing the slightest area. It is neither existent nor non-existent, and there is no time that it is not just so. This is why innate enlightenment is called great. Why is self-enlightenment called curative? When all those who are trapped in bondage suddenly rely upon a teacher and spontaneously return to their innate abilities, reflecting on their own pure and fully endowed attributes, they will arise faith and understanding. They will cast off error and return to the correct, resist evil and follow the good. They will return defilement to bodhi, return ignorance into prajna, transform samsara into nirvana. This is why self-enlightenment is called curative. Why is enlightening others called extensive? Since one is already able to enlighten oneself, he or she ends delusion and consummates virtue. He or she thoroughly perceives that although sentient beings are of the same basic nature, they are deluded. At this point, one spreads out compassionate teachings like clouds in the sky. Like waves arising and crossing the ocean, he or she manifests various forms, teaches various dharmas, and is extensively able to benefit all sentient beings. This is why enlightening others is called extensive. However, while self-enlightenment is called curative, it also includes the meaning of extensive. And while enlightening others is called extensive, it also includes the meaning of curative. When the enlightenment of self and others is fulfilled, you return to the innate enlightenment. Why is this called perfect enlightenment? Even though you have self-realization, if you grasp to the idea of realization, you still abide in the view of subject and object, and have not let it go. How could you possibly call this a thoroughgoing realization? Even though you transform others, if within yourself you have not let go of the idea of a transforming subject, and outside of yourself there is still a realm of things to be transformed, how could you possibly call this great transformation? Only after forgetting the idea of obtaining realization can there be thoroughgoing realization. Only after you stop giving rise to views of Buddhahood can there be great transformation. The states of thoroughgoing realization and great transformation coalesce with innate enlightenment, arising dependently without obstruction. Wrong and right, good and evil, pollution and purity, yes and no, holy and profane, delusion and awakening, all merge into one realm. Bodhi and defilement do not interfere with each other. Samsara and nirvana are also not contradictory. Wisdom and foolishness merge as prajna. Hell and heaven are the same pure land. Selecting and rejecting are both in your hand. Pleasure and pain are according to the situation. This is why the fulfillment of the enlightenment of self and other, which is the return to innate enlightenment, is called perfect enlightenment.